I too give honor to God, who is the source of my strength and the reason for my being. In 1955, when my only child was killed, it seemed that there was nothing for me to live for. I wanted to die. But in the midst of that planning, the Lord spoke to me, and He told me not to spend my time hating the perpetrators of the crime, because they would not even know that I was hating them. And the things that would be released into my body would eventually destroy me. And while I was pondering that statement, another something was spoken to me, and that something was, I am the ruler of heaven and earth. I see all things. I'm commissioning you to go into the vineyard and work. And what is right, I will pay. And don't forget that vengeance is mine. And a wonderful thing happened to me. It seemed like someone took a giant eraser and my mind had become a chalkboard. And everything, all memories of Mr. Milam and Mr. Bryant were erased from my thoughts. I was able to go out into the vineyard and work, which I'd been commissioned to do, and that work turned out to be training boys and girls to do Dr. King's speeches. I can truthfully say that for 47 years, I have not wasted any time hating Milam and Bryant. They became inconsequential so far as I was concerned. It was as if they didn't even exist. And since I have had time to think things over, I don't want anyone dead. And even the people that are proven guilty, and these two men did confess of their foul deed, but even so, I do not wish, I don't have the balance of life and death in my hands. That was entrusted to God Himself. He sends us here, He takes us away. I do know that from time to time I've heard rumors of Milam and Bryant. I know that both of them lost 2 sons each because they were married to 2 women, and those 2 women, their little sons were about the same age, 4 down. And they did not have the pleasure of spending their lives with their sons. And I do know that they thought they were heroes, but when their backers backed up and would not support them, they spent a very miserable life wondering, we are the heroes, and all of a sudden we are nobody. So I'm sure that they paid. They're both deceased now, but I am sure that they paid for their error. But another thing I know, they never confessed repentance. They never regretted what they had done. In fact, in a 3-way conversation with Bryant, he said he would do the same thing over again, and not only to Emmett Till, but to whoever got in his way. So I think I felt sorry for him that he did not have a spiritual life, and I just wonder where he thought he was going to spend eternity, or if he thought he was going to be here forever. Because there's one sentence that you cannot escape, and that is when you go before the judgment seat of God, He will give the verdict. And I am glad that He took hatred out of my heart and had me to go on with my life, speaking whenever someone called on me to speak. And then I went to school, became a teacher, And believe me, when you're dealing with children all day, you have so many problems, or they have so many problems, that you are trying to help them resolve until it doesn't leave time for self-pity or dwelling in the past. You've got to be in the future and jumping ahead as fast as you can to help those that you're trying to take along to higher heights and deeper depths in knowledge and in the fear of God. Thank you.